Are there any specific areas that you wish to focus on to build out the global supply chain? Where you believe India has the advantage? I mean, textiles, etc., has been a long-standing procuring opportunity for IKEA. But outside of the traditional legacy sectors, anything new that you intend to focus on?
First, we have doubled down the sourcing of the last year. We used to do only textile, as you rightly say. Now we have started to export and to produce sofa, mattresses, some furniture, accessories. So now it's becoming more added value, even more added value product. I think the two critical things to focus on, as I said before, first is availability of certified raw material. For example, in the wood FSC raw material. Because if it is not certified, it will not fly internationally.
Right.
And the second one is that the standards that are required from the Indian legislation are speaking the same language, are harmonized with the international standard. If we focus in these two, there is no reason why we should not keep growing. So this is the sweet spot.
So, from where you are today in terms of sourcing from India, given all the opportunities that you see as well as the harmonization that you speak of, what could that number look like over the next few years?
Big. But it will be, no, it is true, because...
So what's the value as of today?
I think it's more than 5,000 crores or something like that. It can double and double and double again. So I don't see, seriously, I don't see any limit. There is a lot of opportunities, and we need to secure the gearbox. It's in the gearbox that it will happen.
You said India clearly seems to be a land of limitless opportunities for you, but I want to go back to what you said at the very start of the show. And you said this is also like getting an education here in India. What's been the big learning? What's been the big lesson for IKEA from India?
First, India makes you more humble. You come with a lot of preconceived, and then you are here, and I had I feel very grateful that I had the possibility to live and to experience India for 6 years. But I would say hardware lessons and software lessons. From the hardware lesson is how do you operate the business? How do you partner? We are partnering with companies, and we want to partner. We want more partnerships with many Indian companies. How do you become more relevant? In the range, we have range here that we don't have elsewhere. In the low price point, we have prices here that we don't have elsewhere. This is a lot of learning for the big IKEA, because if we can make it in India, we can make it everywhere. And this is more from the hardware perspective. But there is a lot of big learning. It's in the software, in the more purpose-driven. India is a purpose-driven society. We are a purpose-driven company, and there is a lot of purpose in India. So when you take decisions for global, and when we take in the board of directors many decisions for not only for India, but for many other countries in the world or for the organization, there is an amplification of the purpose dimension in the way decisions are taken. And this is a perfect link in between what IKEA stands for, culture and values, but also what India stands for, cost consciousness, the importance of family, the importance of togetherness. So this is a lot of soft and unconscious influence.
I would imagine there's plenty of that unconscious influence as well. But what's the influence, given the India experience, on how you intend to digitize for the future? I mean, online sales today are, at 26%?
Yes.
It was 25% last year, so you're moving higher. Yes. But on the digitization front, what's the India influence?
Very good. I think two things. Online is 26%, 25% globally. But also store visitation has increased by 7%. Because for us, we are transforming the whole IKEA globally. And then for us, transformation is not 180 degrees. It's about the polarity between loving the past and creating the future, which actually is very connected with India. How India is transforming, but at the same time keeping the roots. So in that sense, it's digital, but also it's the role of the store. That's why we are developing omni-channel business. more specifically on your question, now we have IKEA is meeting customer on the digital side today more often. And now India is a digital savvy country, of course. We have set up a digital hub in Bangalore for the entire world. So this is a way that we are developing things in India that are being implemented in India and elsewhere. Is the new development of the app for the future. Is the new development of making a seamless and fastest shopping process. It's a way you can use your phone to get 3D designing for your home. So there is a lot of development in that area as well.
Yes, so digital hub in Bangalore that's feeding IKEA's global operations. You know, one of the things I don't think people notice or perhaps are aware of is how integral food is to the IKEA story. I mean, meatballs is a whole business for you. What's the India equivalent for you on that front?
India love food and India love IKEA food. 99% of the food we sell in India is locally sourced. So it's a love story, actually. Price point is amazing. The price point of the samosa, of the ice cream is 10, 15 rupees. So it's fantastic. But also is the plant-based agenda. We are growing more than a third of the food is plant-based, and it will grow to 50% plant-based bowl. So it is same or lower price and much lower climate footprint. So that merged very well with India. And then at the same time, it's not only IKEA customers who are hungry. It's also IKEA food is a visitation driver.
Yeah, you're running a food
and
business.
And then sometimes they buy furniture.
And also, exactly, and also home furnishing business, but you're also running a massive food business.
It's the fun day out, you know. It's about people can have access. That's what we are developing both. It's not only shopping online. It's an experience. It's a fun day out. You get inspired. You go with your family. You touch and feel. We don't sell product. We sell dreams, needs. We solve the solution to solve the dream, needs, and frustration. So when you go to the store, you meet dreams, and then you find solution for your frustrations. And then at the same time, fantastic family day out.
So samosa or biryani, which one do you pick?
You know.
Or meatballs?
No, but you know what? It's. I was talking with a friend of mine that what is in my top 10 of food in the world. I travel to many countries in the world and so on. 3 of them are in India. And the one that maybe surprised you the most is my top one is dals in a very small, a bit crappy place, walking distance from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, 100 rupees in this metal plate, wasn't your hell? This is my top number one.
So the Amritsari dal is your number one item on your menu.
On your menu.
Well, that's great to know. But you know, you're celebrating 80 years of IKEA's legacy. You said the challenge today is how you take the past and merge it with the future. If I were to ask you about the innovations that you would like to focus on, given the fact that sustainability is not just a sort of good to do, but is really core to your business strategy, how do you see IKEA changing?
Yes, and we are celebrating 80 years, and we are also the first generation of leaders who are leading IKEA without having the joy of having the founder with us. So it's a double extra responsibility, leading the future, but leading the future ourselves. I think the core of the innovation is when sustainability is not only a cost, it is actually the new low-cost economy. Sustainability is the new business model, and then it is the new competitive advantage. We have started to have some example in investment we have doing. For example, in plastic recycling, in recycling mattresses, where we are connecting everything to the IKEA supply chain, and it's lowering the prices. So the more we integrate sustainability and affordability, these two, I think it will build the new business advantage. You could say it's good business to be good business.
It's good business to be good business. And thank you again for a fabulous conversation, Juvencio. We wish you the very best
Thank
of
you.
luck here in
Thank you very
India
much.
with your plans. And we look forward to that big number. The big reveal is still expected, but
I will be back with that.
we look forward to hearing more from you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Sherry.
Well, that's it then on this edition of the Global Dialogue. From all of us here on the team, many thanks for watching. Stay tuned to CNBC TV18.